Um, so to start off, we get, for skill-wise, we get Enlightenment, which will use our Forbidden Chakra has now become a straight line area effect attack, as you can see. The next ability we get is finally to fix our Grease Lightning issues when monsters or bosses or whatever the case may be jump and we can't do anything for the time being and we're just like seeing our timer ticking down for no reason. It's really nice. It maximizes our Grease Lightning stacks as long as you're channeling it up, and actually keeps the duration out of its max timer. So it's really nice. It's a nice fix for this type. 6 star, I have feelings about it, but it has potential. The only difference is that what this does, yeah, it does 400 potency and extends our Grease Lightning duration. Does not give us a stack. I thought the wording is a little weird to me, but it's stating that it's just a duration maximize. So it doesn't give you any stacks of any sort, sadly, which would be nice to have Tornado Kick, which I'll get to that later on about Tornado Kick lately. The only problem about this skill is you see it's at 4.65 with non-Grease Lightning stack. And your attacks, or my attacks, is doing at 2.32. So, what happens is this is on a different recast timer. Great, use it, but you're at 4.65 recast. And then you gotta wait until that's done so you can use the other abilities. So it's on a different global cooldown. So it kinda sucks, but there's a use for it to an extent. For traits in Shadowbringers, we get Enhanced Fist of Fire, which up from 5% damage increase to 10 while we're under that state. Deep Meditation, instead of being was a 50% before when you crit, now we have a 70% chance to open a chakra when we crit, which more really boot shine, obviously. But any other skills is nice. Riddle Win, this is where it gets interesting for the Monk and Shadowbringers. Now, instead of being 3 stacks of Grease Lightning while we're under this effect, we get 4. So with 4 stacks, instead of being at 30% and 15% haste, we're now at 40% damage enhancement and 20% haste. My attack speed was running at 1.81 while in that state. I'm kicking and punching like crazy. So, fists and kicks are coming. So, start off what it looks like for the area effect one. Pretty much it's a Hadouken. Hadouken! Oh yeah, another thing we got added in the Shadowbringers, we have a secondary area effect attack now. So we start with Armor Destroyer, then we go Full Point Fury, which is a new skill. And also added to that, it actually ups our Twin Snake's damage buff to by 10 seconds, which normally by the time you always refresh it at the maximum duration. And then obviously your finisher, Rock Butter. So this is what it looks like in the area effect department now. Now watch I put Twin Snakes on after this rotation. Fire mode. See, duration went up. As you can see right here. So it's nice. We're able to keep our rotation damage up and able to get stacks. Now, Fist of Wind. This is what happens. See? 4 stacks. And look how fast I'm going. This is ridiculous. And obviously, Tornado Kick does not get a beneficial increase if you have 3 stacks. So... Oh yeah, it showed the new skill, Enta Man. Humma. And it's a 30-second duration, which is really nice, especially if let's say Sephiroth, for example, when he does his ultimate attack. That's definitely a good so-so timer. So it stays up, maximized. And this is where a 6-sight star is, right here. So I'm at 3.3, or 372. Now it's that. Now you see the duration I'm at. Boom, refresh. But look at the cooldowns. They're refreshing. Now if I'm doing my normal rotation, see how fast I'm going. But the moment I hit this, yeah. It's nice if you're like a bad timing on certain things. Which one of them is my rotation starter kit. I've been kind of practicing lately. So let me get out of battle, lower my duration, and show the full extent what my starter's like. Of course, my thing's on damage all the time. Okay, so I started the fight. I go in Oompa Loompa stance. Then I go Dragon Kick, Twin Snakes, then Rock Bite, Snap Punch, then Perfect Balance, Snap Punch all the way. And just repeat and rinse what I need to do. Oh yeah, another thing I noticed in Shadowbringers, they gave us a new ability for our Dragon Kick since we don't have blunt damage resistance down for enemies when we use it. It gives us Leaden Fist. I think it's given about 40 or 50% damage enhancement or something. I don't know, because I'm normally, like, let's just show away it now. And then I punch. I do 12,000 damage. Now let's just lower my damage output because actually I'll just turn it off. Now actually damage. See, 8,000. So 8,000 damage, and when I had Leaden Fists up, I'm doing around 12,000. So I'm getting like a 50% in damage enhancement from what I previously smacked. So, and the class is pretty good. I gotta admit, they fixed a lot of our grease lighting issues that we all been complaining since what? Probably, well, for me, it's Heaven's Ward. I've been complaining since Heaven's Ward on my end. I'm always like, my stacks! My stacks! But, they finally fixed it. Only took them freaking 2 expansions later, for me, in my opinion. But, our one skill, Tornado Kick, delivers attack at 330. Hasn't changed on damage output. 10-second cooldown. But it gets rid of our Grease Lightning. That's the problem. It's like I'll go Homina mode. And bam, safe. That's the only thing I don't like about Tornado Kick. Honestly, in my opinion, if they're gonna make Tornado Kick's only relevant if either some reason the boss jumps, which why when I have Ataman here, I can, you know, keep my stacks going, or some reason you're just gonna finish off the monster because he's like, oh, he's this smidge of a hit point. I know my Tornado Kick will kill it, and that's it. It's finished, and you get on to the next pack of whatever mobs are doing. But that's it. That's all it's relevant for. It's like my personal opinion. If they want to change Tornado Kick to be more of a relevant in our rotation, up its recast time, maybe like 30 seconds, 45 seconds, or minute tops. And the only way you activate is if you have max stacks of your Grease Lightning. So, but bake it as a long fucking cooldown though. Well, not too long. That's ridiculous. Because if they're gonna up the cooldown to like 2 minutes, you better up the potency to like freaking like 450 or something like that. But that's the only thing I can say. Tornado Kick could make it more relevant in our rotation. So my starter so far has been pretty good. I've been actually topping up the damage output. Like I said, I start off, you know, get my first rotation, Boot Shine, Twin Snakes, and Snap or actually Demolish, really. I should really do damage over time while I'm just getting my damage going. And then hit the Perfect Balance and Snap Punch 3 times while I'm in Fist of Wind. Well, technically you're supposed to start with Fist of Fire because you're getting the 10% damage enhancement, but the moment you get to the third one and you're about to do the next Snap Punch, finish it off and you get your 10% damage back, but you get the 5% haste. Now, while I'm in the mid snap punching for the last time, I'll hit the Reel of Fire and Brotherhood so I can get the extra damage enhancement, and then I just hit him with the Boot Shine in the ass, do the massive crit. So far, the highest crit, even though my gear is not at high end, well, Antiquities levels, I'm still in my crap gear up from like 78. I hit hard for like 28,000 damage with 11 Fists Boot Shine. So that was pretty damaging to start off. I was like, wow, that's pretty damn good. And then I just kept on going the rotation after a while. It's like, do the first Boot Shine, use the Dragon Kick. Depending on how much time I have left on Perfect Balance, if I'm not going to make it, I just hit Form Shift and then Boot Shine it so I can get my damage. But normally at that time, my duration on my Grease Lightning's about to end, and that's where a 6-sided star actually becomes useful. At least you keep your stacks going, but granted, you're going to be disabled for an additional 2 seconds from your normal damage rotation timer. But at least you're keeping your 40% damage enhancement and the 20 haste. So, I had to say, they did a good job with the monks. At least they made them as the hit hard, hit fast type class. Yeah, that's the only thing I have to say about the class. They did good. But they still need to fix Tornado Kick, personally. That's the only problem they need to fix, because it became irrelevant in Shadowbringers. There's no real point to have that ability to be activated, besides being a finisher. Yeah. That's all I can say about the class right now at this point. So, hopefully either maybe people will like to play Monk again, or maybe they just say screw this class, because Monks was pretty rare before, same as Machinists before Shadowbringers came out. Now they're starting to be in a rise. So, hopefully. So, that's it for this video. So, hopefully give you some insight what Monk is like for level 80. So, goodbye.